$5,000 Grand Finals match number 2. In yesterday's video, Psycho Esports were able to beat Only Esports and force the bracket reset to take the series to game 2. This time there are no second lives and the winner of the match will take home the grand prize of just under $3,000. The Dragon Duke is allowed. Let's get right into it. pCastro is opening the war then for Psycho Esports. We have entered the bracket reset as mentioned to you guys in the intro of the video. Queen charge coming in to the bottom side of the base. Healers to support the Queen. For those who are new here, actually I probably already said that in the intro, never mind. Okay, Queen charge going into the revenge tower then. What did I just hear? I don't know what I just heard. Looks like he's cleared a building there with something. Interesting. Okay. Queen getting stalled up on Skellies. Finds a bomb. Alright. Ice block. Oh my god. It's going to be a fireball onto the bomb hive. Oh my goodness. There's the fireball. Oh, there goes the core. There goes the entire core. For those who missed the first match, firstly, make sure you go back and watch it. It was yesterday's video. But if you did miss the match, there was no triples in that first match. Literally zero. This is looking good. I don't want to jinx him though. I do not want to jinx him. But this is looking incredibly strong. No recall spell even needed. Dragon Duke on the opposite side of the throwers. This dude is so good, as you guys probably well know. King to support the throwers on the outside of the base. This is looking really good. Oh, poison tower luring onto the throwers. Merge cannon forces the Queen ability, which is going to be the giant. Nice headhunter onto the enemy King. Totem onto the long shot. Dragon Duke still yet to use his ability. It is going to be the ray gun and the fire heart, right? So he's going to pop that any second now. We'll get a ton of health recovery. I mean, the Dragon Duke is just still going. He started here and he's still going. What is wrong with this hero? Who passed this hero off? I mean, look at the Dragon Duke. He started down here, cleared this entire portion of the base, cleared this portion of the base, cleared this portion of the base, and he is still alive. And it's almost certainly going to be a 3-star for pCastro. Even swags the King ability. Krispy opening the match then for Only Esports. Now, for those who didn't watch the match once again, Krispy actually 1-starred this base in the first match, and that was kind of what led to his team's loss. Let's see if he can fix his mistakes and get a 3-star this time. Looks like he's switching up the plan. I'm pretty sure he sent the Queen into the core when he first attacked this base. This time though, Queen on the outside with the King and the RC. That does of course mean the throwers are going to be quite vulnerable. Nice overgrowth spell onto the bomb hive and the fire spitters. Throwers do get down the long shot. RC gets cut. Oh, RC, do something, do something, do something, do something. There we go, a totem. Oh no! Loses the RC through ability. That is really not ideal. Throwers moving forward. Queen ability is popped. King ability is also gone. Don't ask me how. I've got no idea. Throwers starting to get caught up on the walls. Throwers doing their best job here to try and take down some of those topside defenses. The heroes are really struggling with that revenge tower. The giant clutches up and takes down that side of the base down at the 6 o'clock corner. But he's almost out of spells. And he is really running out of power here. Somehow, somewhere, the Warden died as well. Nothing he can do to keep the Queen alive. The multi-archer tower will take her down. He's going to stall her death for a little bit longer. But as you guys can see, it is not going to be a 3-star for Krispy. Turns off the camera. And unfortunately, it's quite a low percentage as well. The throwers have an extra minute here, but there's no point in watching them. This will probably reach about the 80% mark. Pato is up next for Psycho Esports. They already have the lead here, but he has the opportunity to further their lead even more. It's going to be a fireball all the way to the rage tower. I think that was his plan. Hopefully he wasn't aiming for the air sweeper. I don't think he was though. Nice start. Nice start. Now I think because Pato is a super creator, he actually has all of the skins. And this Warden skin is like so sick. I don't know when it's coming out. I'll probably go check somebody's video or something. But I mean, this Warden, I mean, look at the eye. That is pretty sick, right? The green eye every time he shoots, and it's like a giant key. I think it's sick. I'm not gonna lie, I think it's sick. Anyways, enough yapping. Let's see what Pato can do. Sends in the Meteor Golems into the Town Hall with the Queen. There's the new Queen skin. Mid. Where's the next hero? Come on, let me see the King. Let me see the King in action. I'm not going to lie, I don't think I've seen these heroes, to be honest. Oh, sorry, these skins, rather. Does have the Dragon Duke to deploy, though. Skelly spell onto the long shot. Okay, oh, there's the King. Oh, that's kind of cool. It kind of looks like he's from Lord of the Rings or something, right? Lord of the Rings, or what's that other one that has, like, knights in that? Game of Thrones. Anyways, enough yapping. I said that twice now. I think I'll just continue yapping. No, I'm kidding. Okay. Sends in the Dragon Duke with the balloon, though. So he loses the passive ability, which is very interesting. This is looking a little bit ugly here. The Dragon Duke is alive, though, so nothing is over yet. Nice stun ability in a second here. There we go. Beautiful stuff. King goes down, though, on the outside of the base due to a lack of support from the Meteor Golems in the core. He's out of spells, and the Revenge Tower is starting to do its work. Duke is sent to Phoenix. DD is sent to Phoenix. And it wears off. He has the Queen ability. Greedy Raven on the Queen is definitely interesting. One Meteor Golem left alive. Does he have it? 36 seconds. I'm not sure. I'm not too sure. Giant gets through the walls. No cleanup though. And the Meteor Golem isn't able to get through the long shot tower there. And I think it's going to be a time fail here for Pato. Nice try, I'm not going to lie. I feel like the Dragon Duke deployment maybe could have been on the opposite side of the base, but it is so close. Nice try. Only Esports have got a lot of work to do here. Bepis is up next for Only Esports. It's going to be the throwers for him, which I believe he did use in the previous match as well. Starting off with a Warden charge now, supported by the Furnace. Okay. Okay, indeed. Flame Flinger also coming in to the top side of the base. The Expo is being tanked, so the Flame Flinger is going to be in charge of taking down the Scatter and the Ricochet Cannon. Nice planning. I like it so far. Let's see if it can make it the whole way through. Poison Tower triggers onto the Furnace Mites there, but of course it does not affect the beautiful Flame Flinger that he has working for him. Now moving into the Scatter Shot, and the Warden has set the funnel. So the throwers probably come into the Town Hall side of the base. Wallbreaker isn't able to connect. Nice Ice Golem freeze onto the Minion Prince there. Okay, here comes the Queen to funnel the throwers into the core. King and Dragon Duke yet to be deployed. Totem onto the long shot, and the heroes. CC coming out is going to be a Furnace with a Lava Hound and a Headhunter, which doesn't do a whole lot. It's looking good, but as we all know, time is almost always an issue with the throwers. And he has spent a lot of time already, although generally quite fast, I feel like, for the throwers. Now starting up the Dragon Duke. Okay. It feels like all of the pro players have this Dragon Duke skin, and I'm kind of jealous, I'm not going to lie. Anyways, let's keep an eye on everything here at once if we can. Dragon Duke popping his ability, gets a ton of health recovery. Needs to do something here, otherwise the Dragon Duke is going to go down. Oh, that is unfortunate. Does the multi-arch tower go down? Yes, it does. Yes, it does. He's out of hero abilities, though. He's out of hero abilities. Oh, sorry, out of spells. Oh, no, the Warden dies in the core. The Revenge Tower is too OP. King ability left to be used, but it's not going to be enough. The healers get picked off by the Revenge Tower as well, and it's actually just the King left alive. How high can he push the percentage? I don't know, but they really needed a 3-star here, and it hasn't happened for Bepis. Leo up next for Psycho Esports. 7 throwers here with the Queen Charge. Let's take a look at those equipments. No Dragon Duke on this one. Interesting. Okay, sends in the Wall Breaker for the Queen Charge at the start of the attack here. Queen isn't really playing ball. Does have to use an Invis spell to push her into the Poison Tower here. Bomb Hive. Dangerously close to those healers. Currently not an issue for him, though. Just barely not an issue for him, in fact. Healers, oh my goodness, they are so close to going down. Okay, recall maybe? Yep, there we go. Nice. Nice Queen Charge. Now enters into the Fire Spitter, right? Right. Yes, there we go. Throwers into the Fire Spitter. Healers with the throwers. Ice Golem as well. Okay, nicely done. Cool, 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 cool. Balloons also moving forward. Throwers now making work on the Dragon Duke. Alright. Alrighty. Here we go. Throwers now moving into the core of the base. Troop Launcher is the siege of choice for Leo. Okay. King and RC. Oh, Overgrowths. The Revenge Tower and the Bomb Hive. RC towards the Queen. Still yet to place in his King with 1 minute and 30 seconds left. Now sends him in to the left-hand side of the base. It looks good so far. Druid healing up that RC. Doesn't run into any traps with the RC. This is looking very strong, I'm not going to lie. But can he get through the Revenge Tower before it starts doing ridiculous, ludicrous amounts of damage? I'm not too sure. RC stepping into the Poison Tower. Every single hero ability still intact. Probably wants to pop that RC ability very soon. Or not. Invis onto the RC. Pop the ability now, maybe? Yep, there we go. Okay. King ability also going to be forced any second now. There it goes. Gets down to Tesla. Damages the Ricochet Cannon. 40 seconds on the clock. I don't think he's going to have any power issues, but does he have the time? I'm not too sure. The King goes and targets the throwers. The RC can clear the scatter shot. Wizards tanking. Take down the Bomb Hive. Teslas go down. RC clutches up. And it's looking like another esports. Another 3-star for Psycho Esports. But hold on. There's a Dark Elixir storage. It goes down to the Wizards. And Leo celebrates as he manages to get another 3-star for his team. Only Esports really need to respond now. Okay, Pool then, up next, using the Super Bowlers. Again, for those people who didn't watch the first match, you should definitely go back and watch it first of all. But this is the exact same approach that Pool did, and it fell rather short. So I'm interested to see if he can get it to 3-star here. If he loses this attack, his team are in a really, really bad spot where they need to 3-star their 2 remaining attacks. But let's see if Pool can clutch up here. Warden targeting the Fire Spitter. Yeti to funnel the Super Bowlers into the Monolith. This is the exact same thing he did last time. Literally a one-to-one replica. But can he improve on his mistakes? Let's find out. Let's find out. Skelly spell onto the mono. Oh, Warden. Oh, okay. Totems. Not ideal. Loses a totem. King, queen into the mono. Siege barracks to funnel. This is literally what he did exactly last time. RC now supporting the siege machine with the P.E.K.K.A. and the wizards there. Rages up in the court, doing a different overgrowth spell this time. Does get the king ability to take down the walls and open him up to give him access to the revenge tower and the back end of the base. This is looking a lot more promising, but make no mistake, there is a lot of base left here. RC might have her ability force, does go back invisible. Queen ability is going to have to do a lot of work here. The RC ability really doesn't get a lot of value there with the snowflake. Queen ability is popped, or RC finds a bunch of traps. Swags the invis. Queen has a lot of work to do here, faced with a rage tower. And as you can see, Paul is not very happy with this attack. Again, it's going to fall very short for Paul, barely reaching into the 80% mark. In fact, it's not even going to make it. Nice try, nice try. Bernaul up next against Krispy's base. Another base which we saw in the previous war. This time, though, Bernaul is taking the E-Drags. What? Queen arrow, okay. Takes down an air defense with the arrow. Interesting. Okay. I've got no idea what he's cooking here, I'm not going to lie. That was definitely an interesting arrow. I guess he just wanted to get down 2 air defenses with the arrow. And of course, with the Esports modifier, where equipments do get nerfed, he doesn't take down, the giant arrow doesn't take down the air defenses, but also the queen doesn't quite take down the other air defense. Sends all of the E-Drags into the town hall here with the warden and the minion prince. Overgrowths onto the 2 fire spitters so that he can hold that warden ability without the damage from those fire spitters. Finishing off the air defense with the rocket balloon there. Okay, looking good so far. Dragon Duke still yet to be utilised. Flame Flinger is working on the opposite side of the base. Pops the Eternal Tome. Rage Spell is a little bit late, I would have said. But I think he's looking okay. The rage damage is going to start overwhelming him, though. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Minion Prince ability is popped. By the way, a 3-star here will confirm the win for Psycho Esports. Dragon Duke getting cooked. Pops his stun ability. Doesn't quite reach into the Revenge Tower. Rage Tower on the back end. Rages up the Dragon Duke. He is already scary. When he's raged up, he is even scarier. But as you guys can see, things are fizzling out here very quickly for Bernaul. Sends in a bunch of rocket balloons onto the Tesla there. Can he get down the long range tower? He can. That will allow him to get some more percentage. But it's simply not going to make it to the 3-star mark here. So an opportunity for Only Esports. They've got a long way to go though. Vincenzo up next for Only Esports then. It's going to be the Super Witches for him. A 3-star here is absolutely necessary. Starts up the Warden into the right-hand side of the base with the healers to support him. Are they finally going to fireball a rage base? Oh my goodness, they are. Okay, let's see what they can do with the fireball on Celinho's base. Maybe onto the rage tower would be ideal, but Inferno Tower also looking pretty respectable. I don't know. Let's see what he goes for here. Let's see what he goes for here. Still letting that Warden charge. Jelly wearing off at the 25-second mark there. Ready for the fireball. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fireball all the way onto the rage tower there. Doesn't quite take down the ricochet cannon because it does require 3 earthquake spells. and enters into the town hall. No risks being taken, just goes right into the town hall, but does leave the revenge tower, the fire spitters and the CC till the back end of the base. Now that is a risk and a half. That is certainly a risk. Let's see if it's going to pull off for him. Skelly spell onto the mono and the long shot. Nice. Queen is going to step in with the super witches. Already, loses the apprentice warden. That is really bad news. Those super witches are going to lose out on a bunch of hit points now. Oh, it's looking a little bit ugly. Not a lot of time left on the clock here. Super witches moving into the mono. Queen does step inward. A minute left. There's just no way he has enough time. There is just no way he has enough time. Not a chance, right? A minute left on the clock. Not even halfway done on percentage. Maybe. Looks like Brute Riders coming out of the siege machine there. Rages up in the core. Totem onto the fire spitter. Warden goes down though to the fire spitter. Sends in his RC in the final 30 seconds. This is certainly a way to do it. Revenge tower on the back end looking very menacing. Supported by all 4 heroes. Snowflake on the RC is popped. But it is not even looking relatively close here for Vincenzo. The revenge tower is going to hold the line here. And even if he had the power here, he doesn't even have remotely enough time. So that is going to be a win for Psycho Esports. They do claim the first place prize pool, But let's see what they can do on their final attack. Celinho closing the war for Psycho Esports. It's the throwers for him, making use of the Dragon Duke once again here. Looks like he's setting up a fireball on this one with 3 earthquake spells and 5 invis spells. Okay, there's the RC to the right hand side of the base to snipe down the long shot tower, as I like to call it. RC aims to clear a couple of buildings there to help the fireball get to the core. I assume it's a fireball onto the revenge tower because that value looks absolutely ridiculous. But this warden has got a long way to go here, and time is always going to be an issue for him. Does rage up the warden and gets through the scatter and the mono quite nicely here. King will start to stall up the warden here any second now. And that's probably when he'll fireball. Looks like it's going to cost him 3 invis spells. Maybe 4 because of the Tesla. Let's see how he does it. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Fireball onto the revenge tower. A safety invis for the warden. Now starting up the throwers. Oh, the king has been lured. That's actually quite good for him though. That king isn't going to take down his warden. And it is going to allow him to deal with the king. But the minion prince stays guarding the Inferno Tower. King now towards the left-hand side of the base. Log launcher into the long shot. Has to send the Duke over here, right? Otherwise, it's just going to time fair with this area, I think. A minute left on the clock. Another attack. Keeping it very, very close on time. Oh, sends the Duke into the back end of the fire spitter. I'm a little bit worried now about time. I don't know if he's going to be able to get down this Inferno Tower. Of course, it doesn't really matter now that he's got the Town Hall down. He has secured the win. But can he get it the full way to the 3-star? He has plenty of spells here. Time is running out, but it's looking very good. These throwers have just never really been slowed down by any skellies. The healers are doing their job. King ability is going to be popped at the 93% mark. Back end Ice Golem May freeze up the minion prince, but it's looking crushed for Celinho. King ability is just going to be swag now. He's going to pop it now. All time. Come on. Dragon Duke. Oh, it's a 99. Oh, the flame ability. Nope, he got it. He got it. 3-star for Celinho. Absolutely crushed this base. And let's see if only Esports can at least get 1 3-star in their final attack. Spizz then closing the war for only Esports. Not much he can do now, but get himself some more 3-stars in his statistics. Oh my god, I can't even talk, dude. Statistics. Super Bowlers, though, for Spizz. I believe he did use Super Bowlers previously on the exact same base. Couple of furnaces to support the Warden here. Looks like it's just going to be the Warden charge. No Fireball involved on this one. Okay. Okay. There's the Flame Flinger now coming into the left-hand side of the base to clear the Fire Spitter and the Multi-Archer Tower. And he's going to enter with the Super Bowlers right into the mono with the support of a Skeleton spell. Alright. Where's the Wall Breaker? Hopefully soon. Otherwise, he's going to be in trouble. There it is. Wall Break in. Though the throwers go in. Or not throwers, even Super Bowlers. They do indeed go in. Apprentice Warden to support. It's going to be the Eternal Tome. King ability looks like the Rage Vial with the Giant Gauntlet there. Rages up those Super Bowlers. Eternal Tome any second now. Now, 3, 2, 1, bang. There we go. There we go. Eternal Tome is popped. Dragon Duke to support the King. Alright. Queen is still yet to pop her ability. It's looking quite good for Spizz. Can he keep this Dragon Duke healthy though? He needs to spot the air defense. He doesn't invest a spell. The Dragon Duke still has health recovery. Super Bowlers are bowling. Bowly! Dragon Duke ability going to be forced any moment now. There it is by the Super Wizard Tower. Doesn't quite stun the Minion Prince. Something is stalling up the Dragon Duke now. I think it's the Phoenix from the King. He's going to go down. Can he get the 3-star here? The Queen needs to stay alive. Otherwise, I don't think it's going to happen. He has the time. Can the Queen stay alive? She can't. She goes down to the enemy Super Wizard Tower. One Wall Breaker left. It's down to the Yetis and a Bowler. I think he might have it. Go Yetis. Go Yetis. It is going to be a 3-star for Spizz, but look, it doesn't matter, unfortunately. They will be losing the match regardless, as you guys can see. 13 stars for Psycho Esports and just 11 for Only Esports. They certainly earned it after forcing the bracket reset in the previous match. What a series. Massive performance here from Psycho Esports. They definitely look strong ahead of Worlds. I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.